We have a tradition for many years that, and it's not only a tradition, it's a decision by Parliament that on the supervisory boards or on the boards of directors there shall be no active politicians, state secretaries, ministers, or also bureaucrats from the ministers.
And foreign politicians? Are there?
Well, there may be some foreign politicians, but then they're chosen because of their competence, mainly.
Okay. So you don't have problems to have politicians with no education in that area, no experience being in supervisory board?
No, we try to get the boards composed with the competence that's useful for this particular company. It's one of the most important jobs we do as an owner is in the ministry, is to contribute to choosing a good board of directors, which we have. We don't have too many supervisory boards, but we have board of directors with independent members.
And do you have any formal criteria, so like education or knowledge in that case, that they have to be tested or somehow? Or
no, we have no formal criteria, but usually each company have its own nomination committee, which formulates the criteria for the composition of the board of directors and try to get competent people to sit on these boards. And may I mention that also on the boards we have 1/3 of the members are elected by and among the employees of the company, and we also have the rule in Norway that for listed companies anyway, that on the board of directors 40% shall be of each gender. That means in practice that at least 40% of the boards are women.
And you're able to have there 40% of women?
Yes, that has been no problem in state-owned companies. You know, it gives variation to the board of directors, varied experience, and we found that it has been useful.
Okay, and the common argument in Czech Republic that there should be politicians in those boards is that the politics is the only way how to like aggregate the interest and make a common interest or have some objectives for those companies. So how is it in your case when you have the independent experts?
Well, in our case, it will be the ministry who formulate the main political considerations for the company, and then we instruct the company in a transparent manner through the annual General Assembly, and it's also into the company's articles of association, what their main interest, what their main business interests shall be.
So for each company there is some public document where you can read some main objectives and like what should be reached in a few years or something like that?
Well, not that much in figures, but the main objectives are formulated in paper, on paper, and it's also Parliament is also informed about this. Every 4 years we have a document sent to Parliament which formulate the aims of our different companies. And when it comes to rate of return, shareholder value and things like that, we discuss that with each individual company, and we try to set some figures for what they should aim to achieve.
Kind of big problem in our country is that a lot of the state-owned companies have contracts with anonymous companies where you don't know the beneficiaries. Is it possible in your country or not?
No, that would not be possible in my country, because all companies have to be registered by the Norwegian Register of Companies. So I don't think and I also think the accountant of each one company would not accept money being paid to somebody which you did not knew. It would be contrary also to the rules of which we now have in Norway anyway about trying to prevent whitewashing of money and things like that.
We had recently one case that there was a CEO of a big company, Prime Minister sent them out having some problems with him, and then he was made the chief of the supervisory board, Is that like often? Does it happen in Norway or such things?
No, it happened often in the old times, but
Yeah.
now we feel that it is not the right way to do it. When a CEO resigns for some reason, he may be a very good head of the board of directors of the supervisory board, but it should probably be of another company.